Hello and welcome back to Drewster Gamer FC. So we are continuing the level 22 Premier League save with Royal Oak. So as you know, in the previous episode, I think we had an offer. I think it was the previous episode where we had an offer from a different club, but we decided to reject it to continue with Royal Oak. So we are doing the second part of pre-season. So this is season 3, episode 2, but part 2 of pre-season. So in today's episode, we're going to be playing teams like Milton Reserve, Cavendish, and Eastbourne United Association Reserves. So we'll be getting 3 games done in this episode. So if we go over to transfers now, we go over to transfer history. So we had let some players go. So we're down to we're down to 18 players, but we did have we did have some players who I think are coming in. Did we have players that came in? Yeah, we did. We had a goalkeeper that came in called Shane Owen. Trying to think if we had any other signings. So don't think we've had, unless they got put into the under 21s. Nope, we've had no other signings as of yet. So we're going to be simming up to our next friendly. So as you can see, we did win the first 2 friendlies. We won 3-2 and then we won 4-1, which is an impressive pre-season. It's good to see that Jack Holden has rejected the contract from Croxley Green. Have a look to see what players Croxley Green have got here. So I've got a player here called Matt Bell. Let's have a look at his career. So Matt Bell started at Port Vale, then went to Mansfield, Solihull Moors, but then just went further and further down. The leagues. So we got Josh Millen, who's Josh Millen played for. He's been at Rotherham, and then he's just gone further down the leagues as well. Andrew White, he should have played for someone decent. So he started in the Panorama National League with Lincoln. I think that's Lincoln City. Yeah, Lincoln City. But then he did go out on loan a few times. He's been out on loan quite a few times until 2017-18, where he did finally get a move away from Lincoln. He looks alright, but I wouldn't bring him to the club. Got a player called Ryan Gibbs. Who I wouldn't also bring to the club as well, because he doesn't look that good. Charlie Clamp. Where did Charlie Clamp start? Charlie Clamp started at Leeds, and then he moved to Bradford Park Avenue, and then went out on loan, and then went to Farsley Celtic, and then went to Selby Town, and then went to Armthorpe Welfare, went to their reserves, before then making appearances in their first team, and then he made the move to Croxley Green. I think I might have already looked at that guy. I'll look at their second choice keeper. He's only 16. He's 17. Shea Brennan. Also, Shea Brennan started his career in England with a team called St Andrews. Well, Leicester St Andrews, shall we say. And then went out on loan to Loughborough Students. And then he ended up, somewhere in his career, he ended up in the USA, playing for the college teams and then getting loaned back to England. And then permanently came back to England, playing for a bunch of clubs. Hadn't really made many appearances for Croxley Green, so I can't really judge him too much, but he did have a spell back in 2017-18 where he did get 26 goals. He's got 105 goals in his 188 career appearances across all clubs, but nobody really worth signing. So we're going to keep simming. So yeah, so this would be our second full pre-season that we are showing on the channel, and our third pre-season in total, but we didn't show any of the pre-season from the first season, and we started showing pre-season in the second season. So, let's take a quick look at our staff. So the recruitment team. Take a quick look at the recruitment team. How long have you been here? So you've been here since the 23-24 season and been here through the 24-25 season. So I think we're going to do, this will be the final season with you as director of football, because I'm thinking if we get another promotion, then I think it'll be time to let Hugh go as director of football. Liam Hook was signed before this season, so we're going to keep you for the next 3 seasons. So you'll be here for the 25, 26 season, 26, 27 season, 27, 28 season. So you'll be leaving for the 28, 29 season. And Steve Walker, when did you join us? You joined us during the 23-24 season. Yeah, 23-24 season. So you joined partway through. So when the 25, this will be your first full season. 25. So you'll be leaving at the end of the 26-27 season. Steve Walker. So Liam Hook is the one we need to try and keep beyond, not this season, but next season as well. But Hugh Quirky, you'll be leaving at the end of this current season. When did you join us? So you joined us during the 24-25 season. So we'll keep you for the next 2 to 3 seasons. So you at the start of the 23 season. So I'll have a look later on at the staff a bit more. So I think I'm going to call up a few of the under 21s. So if we take away the senior team, I'm only going to call up one who have got at least 4 to 3 star potentials. So if we go to the squad now, and we just take the under 21s away and filter that. So we got right back covered now, because we did have to get rid of a right back. So we do have right back covered if need to be. We've got a left mid covered. We've got centre back covered. We've got two centre backs. Got a right mid now, so right mid covered. So we can literally make a lot of changes throughout the games. If need be now. So we do have our friendly coming up. So we got a team called Womley Rovers coming in for Freddie Stanley. So we need to do direct or football to the contract. And Mersham coming in for Kai Rowlands. I think Mersham are an amateur team. Yes, they are. And they're playing level 15 of English football. Not mistaken, we're level 18, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're level 18, so that is 3 levels above us. So we do need to try and keep hold of him. So what I'd like to try and do, all the young first team players, I would like to try and keep. Because my aim is to try and keep them until they get to their 30s. Until they're about, let's just say, 33 is, I would say, is the oldest. So Ben Still will keep until you are 33, and then we'll let you go. Kepa, who I jokingly tried to sign last episode, knowing that it was going to get rejected, signed on a free to PSG. So good luck to you, Kepa. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to let some of the players we just called up get some minutes in this pre-season game. So Dylan Bebb's a bit injured, so he won't be making any minutes. So Oliver Skinner can also play right wing, so we will allow Ben Still to play. And yeah, that's the team we're going to go with. when did we sign Lewis Stead? We just signed Lewis Stead this season. So we'll keep him until the end of the season, then we'll let Lewis Stead go. Because he's the cut off to the age we want players to get to before we let them go. So I did feel like the first two seasons was like, first season was find my ground, see what I could do with the team. Second season was like push on, try and get another promotion. Third season, we're now establishing the kind of players, the kind of age we want for our players. So what kind of ages we want our players to be between. So anywhere, I can say anywhere from 16 to 33. Anyone older, we just won't have at the club. Not saying they're good or not. I'm just saying, if this club, if we want this club to grow, then that's the range of the ages of players that we want. So apparently a fitness test isn't needed for Dylan Bebb. So during pre-season, it's basically like the players that you put out in the first half, go and show me what you can do in the first half, and then we'll make subs at half time, and the players who go on in the second half, show what you can do throughout the second half, and then we will make a decision based on who I think done well. It's more about seeing the performance of the players more than the results. So we're going to see some new faces in the first team, which will be nice to see. And hopefully if they impress over these next 3 games, then maybe they'll get a permanent call up to the first team. So that'll be the right back, the 2 centre backs, the right mid and the left mid. So Milton reserves have got us underway. So he just put a brilliant, what would have been a brilliant ball if someone could have gotten to the end of that. But it's gone out for a Royal Oak goal kick. So we haven't really seen much highlights, but we've had a shot on target, but it wasn't a highlight. So hopefully we're able to get a hold of the ball very soon, and you can see a bit of highlights from Royal Oak. Brilliant there from Shane Owen. His picture here makes him look really young, like he's only just left high school or something. So Maureen plays it to Still. Still plays it out to Joe Green. Joe Green plays it to Lewis Owens. Lewis Owens, what can he do here? Passes it back to Joe Green. Looks like the two lads from the under-21s are linking up. Lewis Green puts in the ball. Ben Still with the header, assisted by Lewis Green. Lovely ball in, 5 minutes played, and Royal Oak, with only their second shot of the game, go 1-0 up. So that was a lovely 1-2 there between Lewis Owen and Joe Green, and then eventually Lewis Owen decided to put it across, and it falls to the head of Ben Still, who heads it in. So Wadu puts in a ball to Owens. Oh, brilliant double save. Oh no, thought it was a double save, but first off the post, back to Lewis Owens, and then saved by the leg of the Milton reserve keeper. So now Milton reserves are on the attack, but nicely blocked, and it's out for a corner. So it looks like our two wingers are doing really, really well. Well done, Stanley. Who's going to get onto that? Ooh, good ball. Well cleared. Roman Ismail, can he keep hold of the ball? Which he does eventually. Going to play it to Owens, who plays it to Lewis Stead. And Lewis Stead is looking to go forward as he plays it out to McMaureen. McMaureen looking to go for goal. And Tom McMaureen puts us 2-0 up in a game that is only being attended by 13 people. So 13 fans have arrived to watch this game, which they have watched about 17 minutes of it so far. So we're just going to praise Lewis Owens is doing really, really well. I'd say anything below a 6.5 isn't great for the centre backs. Ooh, hits the post and goes out for a Royal Oak goal kick, which is taken by Shane Owen, who gets it upfield, but it finds the Milton reserve player, who kicks it straight back to Shane Owen. He plays it to Joe Green, who plays it to Lewis Owens. Oh, lovely ball to Ben Still. Can he make it 3-0? And he hits the post, finds the opposition player, who clears it straight to Joe Green, who plays it to Lewis Stead, to Ben Still, to Tom McMaureen, who puts in a lovely ball. Can Owens get on the end of that? But the ball has fallen back to McMaureen, who's going to put in a cross. Samuel Awadu. What can Samuel Awadu do? Puts in a lovely corner. But Ben still with the header. But it's come off the crossbar. And I didn't quite see that fall to. Joe Green has just given the ball away there. Oh, it's a brilliant ball in. And that's a lovely finish from the Milton reserve player there, who has made it 2-1. But it's still 2-1 to Royal Oak as things stand. So let me know, guys, in the comments if you're liking me showing you the whole game when there is highlights during the game, because we are 3 seasons in. I would like to know if you guys actually have been enjoying it. Make sure to leave comments, guys, when you have watched the videos, because I would appreciate your thoughts and opinions. So Ben Still. Go on, Ben Still. Puts in the cross, but it's gone. But it was blocked and straight to the keeper, King, in the Milton reserve goal. So King has taken a long goal kick. Lovely work from the defence there. Well done, Joe Green. Can he get back up onto his feet in time? But well done, Stanley. Great save by Shane Owen to keep it at 2-1. But it does go out for a corner. And what can Milton Reserve do with this corner? Print puts the ball in. Well cleared, but falls to Starbuck. Lovely tackle there by Lewis Owen. So we're slowly coming towards half time, and it is still 2-1, but it is pre-season, so anything can happen in pre-season when players are just trying to find their fitness, just trying to get into the groove of playing football again after having a break from pretty much towards the end of April all the way to late June. So they've had a few months where they probably haven't really kicked a ball around. So they're just slowly getting back into football, into some football action, into the footballing action. They've had training sessions, a few training sessions before pre-season started. So they were able to have a few practice matches between each other, which has helped a little bit. But this will be their third full 90 minutes under their belt before the season starts. Go on, Stanley. Plays it to McMaureen. McMaureen plays it over to Lewis Owens. Lewis Owens with the header, but it goes over the bar. Now I think I'm going to encourage the team, because I think we can get a third goal before half time. Not really saying that to kill it off, but I'm just saying that I'm impressed with the way that we are playing in this first half, and feel like some of these players do deserve to get on the score sheet and make it 3-1. So we got 2 added minutes already on the 45 minutes that have been played, and we are at half time, and it is 2-1 to Royal Oak. The players that have impressed me are Ben Steele, Roman Ismail, Lewis Owens, Tom McMaureen, Lewis Stead, and Shane Owen. So players that aren't in the green when it comes to the match rating will be the ones coming off. Not saying you haven't played well or played badly. It'll just be good to not dismantle the whole team. When you've got a whole new team coming on, you want to keep a steady ship going into the second half. These players will slowly come off, but I don't want to massively change the whole 11. So left back Kieran Parson come on for Freddie Stanley. Stephen Seymour can be replaced by Ingel Sumpter. Tom Hayes can replace Andrews. Jack Holden can come back on. Samuel, he can be replaced by Armelindo Mema. And then everybody else will slowly come on. So we'll probably start within the 60th minute. We'll bring off everybody who I haven't brought off, and they will come on in the 60th minute. So Lewis Stead plays it to Sumpter, who plays it to McMaureen, who plays it out wide to Pearson. Plays the ball to upfield to Steele, but he wasn't able to keep hold of that ball, and it fell to the opposition. So we've got about less than 10 more minutes before we make a second lot of subs. Lewis Stead is looking a bit tired, so it'd be good that we are going to be taking him off. Well cleared by Sumpter there. Can the keeper get to that? Well punched by Shane Owen. Roman Ismail. What can Roman Ismail do here? Oh, lovely run by Roman Ismail. Roman Ismail puts in the cross to Armelindo Mema. Armelindo Mema with the header finds the back of the net and makes it 3-1. So we're going to praise that we have gone 3-1 up. That's well cleared. Armelindo Mema plays it to Roman Ismail. Roman Ismail is looking to probably go out wide. We've found space, but eventually plays it over to Mema. Armelindo Mema to Lewis Stead. And Lewis Stead puts that wide. So we've got a few more minutes before we make our next lot of subs. Armelindo Mema with the header. Armelindo Mema with the double. Assisted by Lewis Owens, who's got his second assist of the day. And it is 4-1. So can we defend this free kick? Which is falling all the way to Shane Owen. And Shane Owen's going to kick this long. And it falls to Maureen after being cleared by the opposition. And Parsons looking to go down line, gives it to Maureen, who plays it to Armelindo Mema, who's looking to be on a hat-trick. And Armelindo Mema, since coming on at half-time, has bagged himself 3 goals. So he secured himself a hat-trick. So we're going to make some subs. And those subs are going to be Shane Owen, coming off for Jack Ward. And then Lewis Owen's going to come off, and we're going to bring on Oliver Skinner. Then the midfield, Caleb Heavey can come off. And I think we'll play Gregory Frankenborg where Lewis Stead is. And then we have basically made all the subs we can think of at the moment. We'll get to the 70th minute and we'll take Roman Ismail and Ben Steele off. So well done, Mema. Gives it to Kieran Parsons. Kieran Parsons plays it to Maureen. He plays it into the middle to Ismail. Ismail finds Lewis Owens. What can Lewis Owens do here? Lewis Owens looks for the cross, but it's been blocked onto the post. So Milton reserves are looking to get themselves upfield. But the ball has found Parsons, who played it to Steele. But then he found Mema, but Mema has just given the ball away. So we've got another highlight with Kieran Parsons, who gives it to Armelindo Mema, back to Parsons, who puts the ball in, but well saved by King. So King with the long goal kick. Can we defend? Which we do, as it goes out for a corner. So Milton reserves, whips in the corner. But what can Print do here? Finds Richards, and Richards goes for goal. But unfortunately it goes wide. So we're coming up to the 70th minute and we'll make the final 2 subs. Go on, Heavey. Plays it to Ben Steele. Ben Steele finds Armelindo Mema. Can Armelindo Mema find his 4th goal, but plays it to Roman Ismail, but he left it for Gregory Frankenborg. But Gregory Frankenborg puts that wide and is out for a goal kick. Well cleared. Gregory Frankenborg plays the ball out to Oliver Skinner. Oliver Skinner plays the ball to Heavey. Heavey to Mema. Armelindo Mema gets his 4th goal of the afternoon. And we are 6-1 up. Here we're going to play Armelindo Mema instead of Roman Ismail. Ben Steele is going to come off for Dylan Bebb. And Bobby Robson's going to come on for Roman Ismail. So we have made our subs. Hopefully we can find a few. Hopefully they can have some opportunities on the ball. Will this become 6-2? Or will it stay at 6-1 after this attack? Holden's got the ball, gives it to Mema. But Mema loses out on the ball there. What can Armelind and Mema get the ball back? Or will he rely on his teammates to win it back? Warden Hayes. Ball's fallen to Holden. Holden to Hayes. Hayes to Frankenborg. Frankenborg to Mema. Mema plays it to Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb to Hayes. Hayes over to Jack Holden. Jack Holden's looking to go down line to Oliver Skinner. Oliver Skinner is trying to get past his man. Oliver Skinner puts the ball in. And Bobby Robson with the header makes it 7-1. Brilliant from the keeper there. Ward with the goal kick upfield. Finds Mema. What can Mema do here? And I really thought Mema scored there for a second. So we've got less than 10 minutes to play in what has been a very, very impressive pre-season game, which I would say has been a demolition, as we have scored 6 and they've only scored 1. Skinner with a lovely ball over to Mema if we can reach that, but Bobby Robson takes over instead. Bobby Robson plays it to Mema, and Mema has scored what is his 5th or 4th goal now. Yep, he has scored his 5th goal of the afternoon. And Mema with the free kick, but puts it wide. Going to bring on a centre back to replace Mema, because Mema has scored 5 goals. So we've got a centre back playing up front just for this last 5+ minutes. Hayes to Heavey. Heavey to Dylan Bebb. Go on, Dylan Bebb. Plays it to Frankenborg. It plays out wide to Oliver Skinner. Oliver Skinner is looking to play the ball to Jack Holden. Jack Holden plays it back down line to Oliver Skinner, doing the 1-2s. Goes back to Jack Holden, who puts in a lovely ball, and Bobby Robson with the header, but couldn't keep it down, and instead it's out for a goal kick. So coming up to what is the last seconds. Rowlands with a lovely ball to Heavey. Heavey plays a lovely ball over to Bobby Robson. And Bobby Robson plays it back to Heavey. Heavey plays it back to Kieran Parsons. Kieran Parsons plays it back to Sumpter. Sumter plays the ball back to Parsons. Parsons looking to go down the line to put in a cross, but the cross has been cleared to Sumter. Sumter plays it short to Parsons. Parsons looking to go down the line, but turns and finds Sumpton, but the full-time whistle has blown, and the game ends 7-1. So if we look at our schedule, so we have not scored. We've not had a game where we scored less than 3 goals. So the first game we scored three goals, then we scored 4, and then we scored 7. So we got 2 more friendly games which come at Normanstown Park, both of them against Cavendish and Eastbourne United Association reserves. So they are going to make some changes for the next game. Lewis Owens can stay on. We're going to have Armalindo Mema start this time. I feel like I'm going to start Gregory Frankenborg over Lewis Stead, actually, because Lewis Stead was getting tired in that game. I feel like we should play Sumter ahead of Andrews, because I feel like Sumter is better. And I feel like we should start Jack Ward. Apart from that, we're pretty much... I say we go with Dylan Bebb over Ben Steele. Apart from that, we made a few slight changes, but majority the team is still the same as it was from the first half of the Milton Reserve game. So we've got 2 inboxes. So Bobby Robson has rejected the contract offer from Crowhurst, which is nice to see. So we got one inbox, which we don't need to do anything with. So we've got our weekly staff meeting, which we're going to attend, which we didn't really need to do anything. The only real action we had was send somebody on some coaching course, but I don't think we needed to do that. So Freddie Stanley has committed his future. We have just signed... Who have we just signed? We signed the right back, Bailey Cotton. So Bailey Cotton has just signed. Welcome Bailey Cotton. You can go on the bench and come off the bench. Because I had already made my changes for the Cavendish game. So I didn't fancy making my changes again. So we've got our game now. Actually, I made one change. Oh no, really made the change. Don't worry. The one change I was going to make, forgot I even made it. Hopefully we can have an alright game. Well, we in the first half of the last game we weren't so great. Second half we were a lot better, in my opinion. As you can just see, our new signing on the subs bench, his name kind of been half cut off there. I thought for a second they had two Byrams on the bench there, that they could have been brothers, the opposition. So I don't think the attendance is quite right here. There's it might be right, but there's 41 in attendance for today's game. Go on, Joe Green. Gives it to Simon. Not going to do any shouts just yet. Ooh, that's not a great header. On straight to the opposition player here. Cavendish coming on the attack here. Goes out for a corner. They're doing really well at the start here. Chamberlain puts the ball in. Can we get it cleared? Gone. Well done, Joe Green, for getting that cleared. I think Joe Green and Lewis Owen can work really well together with the little 1-2s. If and when Joe Green gets himself forward from the right back position. Should be able to get the ball back. They've had 2 shots, but they've both been off target. We have yet to have a shot. So I really do feel like we should encourage. Don't worry, Joe Green. Just hold out to half time and then we will sub you off at half time. I think both teams have got an injured player here. Yeah, both of us have got injured players. I think it's an injured player up against an injured player here. Well done, Ward. Well done, Jack Ward. Lovely, comfortable save there. So we're yet to have a shot. And we're coming up to the 30th minute. It's not like Royal Oak. Oh, we've had a shot now. Ooh, that's on target. The keeper made a save. Come on, Owens. Lewis Owens with the corner. But it's cleared only as far as Lewis Owens, who gives it to Frankenborg. Frankenborg puts the ball in. Roman Ismail puts over the bar and up for a goal kick. But I think it went out from the cross already, because it hadn't counted as our second shot. Go on, Joe Green. Gives it to Frankenborg. What can Frankenborg get? Gives it to Maureen. It gives it to Mema. Mema's shot and out for a corner. So Lewis Owens puts the ball in. But it's been cleared only as far as Frankenborg goes for the first time shot. But puts it wide. Dylan Bebb's got the ball here. Gives it to Sumpter. He gives it to Frankenborg. Looks to play it back to Seymour. Plays it to Stanley. Who plays it into the middle to Frankenborg. Who goes out wide to Mema. Mema plays it down line to Maureen. Maureen turns and gives it to Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb goes for goal, but blocked. And that was our 4th shot, but 3rd off target and out for a corner, which is going to be taken by Freddie Stanley. Freddie Stanley with the corner, puts the ball in, but falls to Owens, who plays it to Gregory Frankenborg, who plays it back to Freddie Stanley, gives it to Sumpter. Sumpter turns and plays it back to Maureen. So I think I'm going to demand more. Can we clear it? Finally gets it cleared as far as Lewis Owens. What can Lewis Owens do here as he looks to go down line? Go on, Lewis Owens. Plays it to Gregory Frankenborg. Who could look to probably play it back to Lewis Owens. Probably. Yeah. Oh, no, he puts in the cross. But the cross has been collected by Chamberlain. Gives it to Townsend. Townsend to Smith. Smith plays it down line to Townsend. Cavendish. Plays the ball in. Lovely defensive work. Well done, Joe Green. Great defensive work by Joe Green there. Played it to Lewis Owens, who plays it forward to Ismail. Gave it to Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb is looking to give it to Frankenborg. I think Frankenborg to Ismail. Ismail to Owens. Owens looking to go down line. Can Owens put in a cross, or would he go for goal himself? Owens goes for goal himself, but nicely saved by Richardson, and it's out for a Royal Oak corner. So Freddie Stanley's going to whip the ball in here. Headed, cleared, out for a throw-in to Royal Oak. Got a few minutes left with 3 added minutes. And Jack Ward with the goal kick. Plays the ball upfield to Ismail, who's given it to Frankenborg, but the opposition intercept. Lovely by Maureen to track back and win the tackle. Semur gives it to Frankenborg, who plays out wide to Lewis Owens. What can Lewis Owens do here? Lewis Owens looks to go down line. Lewis Owens puts in the cross and he finds Mema, but it's saved by the keeper Richardson. Any more last second attacks before the half? And it's half time and it's 0-0. So we're going to make some half time changes. We're going to put Bailey Cotton on. I say Ismail Sumpton can come off. And I say Andrews can come on. Armalindo Mema hasn't done well in this first half. So Bobby Robson can come on. And that's the changes I'm going to make. So I made 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to make Jack Ward change. And Shane Owen can come on. So we made 4 subs at half time. We'll wait to the 60th minute to make a further 4 more subs. So the ball's been played to Frankenborg. He's looking to go down line to play the ball to Lewis Owens, but instead it's gone out for a Cavendish throw-in. So Bailey Cotton with the Royal Oak throw-in. Played it to Owens, who played it back to Bailey Cotton, who played it to Frankenborg. Frankenborg picked out Owens. Owens looking to go for goal. Lewis Owens puts it high into the stands. Or in this case, high up into a tree, because we play at a park. We don't actually have a proper stadium, but unfortunately the game doesn't replicate a park, replicate stadiums or grounds. And Ismail has just put that wide. So I say we demand more, because I can see a goal in us. We should win that ball back. Well done. Bobby Robson up to Ismail. What can Ronan Ismail do here? Ronan Ismail plays it to Maureen, who plays it to Dylan Bebb. Dylan Bebb plays it to Frankenborg, who plays it out wide to Owens. He puts in a first time cross to Ismail, and Ismail's headed over the bar. So we're slowly coming up to the 60th minute where we'll make another sub. So Dylan Baird, we will bring on Ben Steele. Make another centre-back change, and we'll bring on Tom Hayes. So that's 2. Freddie Stanley, we'll put on Kieran Parsons. So goal from Royal Oak. Ismail has just scored. What a goal by Ismail. A lovely ball to Ismail. Oh, what a first time finish by Ismail. So we've got 4 more subs left to make, and we'll make them in the 70th minute. Brilliant work. Lovely. We won the header. Well done, Steele. Go on, Parsons. Gives it to Ben Steele. Ben Steele looks to play the ball forward, but he plays it to absolutely nobody apart from the opposition, who are looking to create an attack themselves, with only being a goal behind. Ah, it's a lovely play by them. Must have been a great save in the process, or block, and it's out for a Cavendish corner. Oh, beautiful by Frankenball. Gives it to Lewis Owens. Oh, he plays a lovely ball over to Robertson. Bobby Robertson! And bottom corner. And he finds the back of the net. And Lewis Owens gets himself another assist. So we are 2-0 up. So we're going to make the final changes. So up front it's going to be Oliver Skinner. In the middle we're going to play Lewis Stead instead of Frankenball. Come up Maureen can come off for Heavey. Lewis Owens has had a good game. Samuel Awadu can come on. And then I think we've made every single sub. I know Awadu normally plays on the left hand side, but for the remainder of this game he's going to have to play on the right hand side. As soon as I can praise, I will praise the lads. I'll do this after this attack. Oh, go on, Hebe. Hebe looks to put it across. Awadu. What can Awadu do here? Can Awadu put it across? Which he does, but it's been cleared. Come on, Owens. Shane Owen with the goal kick. Plays it upfield. But it was straight to an opposition defender, which they are looking to create an attack themselves. Cavendish. And a brilliant save once again by Shane Owens, showing why he's going to be the number one for Royal Oak this season. So after this game, I'm going to try and put in a request to improve the stadium and see how that goes. Hopefully me making that request doesn't make them upset and want to get rid of me as manager. I feel like 2 back-to-back promotions, they shouldn't get too angry that I'd put in that sort of request. Awadu with the free kick, but the header's been cleared and out for a throw-in. And I don't think the throw-in needs to be taken, because I think it's going to be full-time whistle, which it is, and we win 2-0. First pre-season game where we scored less than 3 goals. Didn't think that was going to happen, but we still won. Still good preparations. So there was 30 in attendance for that game. So we got 1 more game, but we're going to go to Club... Is it Club Vision? Aha, Club Vision. Make board request. Not facilities. Stadium. Build a new stadium. Let's see how that request goes. So will we be moving away from Normanstown Park after the request I just put in? So we got 11 days to our game against Eastbourne United. The game is just saving. Like automatically saving. It does that after a certain amount of weeks of simming. 4 months of simming. So we haven't yet heard back from the board. Let's have a look to see where Salisbury finished last season. Salisbury finished 12th in the Southern League Premier South in the 24-25 season. 23. Oh, they finished better. Let's see. I really thought St Albans would have cruised it to the title, but they only won it by goal difference. And then Chippenham went up. Imagine, right, levelling points with the team who won the league, but then not going up by playoffs. Then relegated the 24-25 season with Swindon Supermarine, Harrow, Winchester and Beaconsfield. And then the previous season we had Plymouth Parkway, Bracknell, Didcot and Shoalingen relegated. So who's in the current season of the Southern League Premier South? AFC Dunstable, Totton, Basingstoke, Bishop Stortford, Cheshire, Dorchester, Gloucester, Gosport, Hanwell, Havant at Waterloo, Hendon, Hungerford, Melksham Town, Merthyr, Poole, Potters Bar, Salisbury, Slough, Taunton Town, Tiverton, Wimborne and Yate. Interesting season to see Slough out of the Vanarama National League South. So we have made an offer for Ethan Wilson. Well, our director of football's made an offer for Ethan Wilson. Ethan Wilson started his career at Kings Lynn and then has been on loan to several clubs. Recently he was on loan at Sheffield, the oldest club in the world, and then he apparently not only had a spell at Sheffield, he was also with the Sheffield's under-21s as well. Hopefully we can bring him in. He can't be too bad. Who else has he got? Looking at him, he's got Queen Park Crescent. He's got interest from Winchester City. Hopefully he chooses Royal Oak. We're up on the rise. Come and help out Royal Oak. And you fit the age range of what we want in a player. All successful teams can build on some. Do you see Cotton as a defender who can bring that to the club? We certainly hope so. That's what we want from all our players, but it's Glee has that about him. Will you be looking for Bailey Cotton to perform different roles for your team? I'm open to anything that can make him a success. Will you be able to fit Bailey Cotton's role into your tactics? Well, it's not easy for new signings. There will be challenges to overcome. We'll have to meet those head on. Bailey Cotton was released from AFC Wimbledon, having failed to make the breakthrough there. Do you see something in him that perhaps others have missed? I don't want to put any pressure on the lad by discussing that. So I will need to have a look at what roles he can play. Because, for example, let's just say we don't start him, but he can come off the bench in a different role, for example. It'd be nice to see what positions he can play. So we got 4 inboxes here. So Ward has committed his future to the club, but then the following day he's got an offer from Tooting and Mitcham. So we're going to have to offer him another contract right after he just committed his future. And Q Park Rangers want Bobby Robson. Gonna have to. Oh, we already offered Bobby Robson a contract. We're still waiting to hear from the board. Yeah, so we're still waiting on the board to make their decision. So Kai Rowlands has signed the new contract, which is good. So yeah, we are still somehow waiting on that decision about new stadium, which I have a feeling that is not going to happen. And then, so we've got that to wait for, and then we've got the Eastbourne United Reserve game as well. Ooh, making an offer for it. Ooh, who's this guy? Eric Yahaya. Eric Yahaya, who has played for Enfield FC. He's played for teams like, half of the teams I can't even say the name of, but he's played in Sweden. He's played in Wales as well. Could be an interesting signing. Offers are being made to Oliver Skinner. They'll offer him a contract. I hope Eric Yahya chooses us. Aha. So we're simming another further 6 days. Well, somehow still yet to see the decision on the new stadium. So Crawley Green are in for Oliver Skinner. Already offered him a contract. Clipstone, who are a semi-professional club, are in for Jack Ward, who we already offered a contract to. And FSD Academy, who are an amateur club, but they play at level 14, 4 levels above, are interested in Caleb Heavey, who we're going to give another contract to. Also, another board request I'm going to make is I feel like we should get a senior affiliate. So we tried to get ourselves a senior affiliate so we could get some players on loan. But I guess down at this level it's not going to be easy to do because we are amateur football. So my prediction for the upcoming season will be either us getting promoted or just miss out on promotion. So we've got 4 inboxes. Robertson commits his future. The board responded to the board request build a new stadium. We are not willing to consider this due to the club's present financial situation. Okay, that's fine. So we're not going to be moving out on Normanstown Park anytime soon. So we're not letting Oliver Skinner go. Already offered him a contract. We're not going to let Tom Maureen go. We need to offer him a contract. I've got a weekly staff meeting. Make this guy available on the loan list. Yeah. We got 2 inboxes. Nothing I really needed to. So we got one in box. So what have we got in this inbox? So early signs of practical signing for the future. So this guy could be more for the future. So his pros, he's a natural in a couple of positions. This is Ethan Wilson. And first touch is key to him being a technical player. Possesses a fair amount of pace, but his cons, so it has work to do to improve his crossing. Must do a better job when it comes to marking. So his marking isn't the greatest. So Jack Ward has committed his future to the club, and Ethan Wilson has rejected the other clubs that are in for him and has signed for Royal Oak. So we're going to ask Mehmet to welcome Wilson. me a second. So we got our game against Eastbourne United Association Reserves coming up in a day's time, and got some suggestions from the assistant manager, and I feel like I'm going to use the suggested squad. Going to go to the tactics. Yeah, that's the tactics I'm going to go with. Roman Ismail has been the best in training. Jack Ward was the second best. Well, they were joint best, shall we say. Gregory Frankenball didn't do so well. Has Gregory Frankenball been put into the starting 11? Yes, he has. Back into his main position. So we're going to sim up to the game. So Eastbourne United AFC were founded in 1894. As you can see on their badge, they have a bird, a football, and what looks like a sun. I could be wrong on that one. So we're on match day, and this will be the final match of the episode, and then episode 3 will be the beginning of the league season. So, Caleb Heavey, have we offered you the contract? Yes, we have. and Eric Yahya will not be joining Royal Oak as he has joined AFC Strode. So hopefully we end pre-season with a win, and we can say that we were unbeaten in pre-season. Not that you're really going to boast about that kind of thing, are you? Because it's pre-season at the end of the day, and most people don't really care about pre-season results. It's more about league results when it comes to the end of the season. Like, let's just say you had a really bad season, right? You got relegated. No one's going to turn back at it, but at least we had a good pre-season. No, pre-season's just warm-up games, and that's about it. So Eastbourne United reserves, they're playing with a 4-5-1, and we have 17 in attendance for today's game, which is being kicked off by Eastbourne Borough United reserves. Who are doing really well in the opening 15 seconds, keeping hold of this ball. As they are looking to go forward here. But instead it looks like they're playing around the back. Okay, highlight ended, but they've got a free kick just before the 2-minute mark. And they are 1-0 up within the space of 2 minutes. Didn't really want to make a shout early, but I felt like it was right as we are 1-0 down. Also, they've got a Cotton in goal. We've got a Cotton at right back. Are they related? Probably not. Probably not. Hopefully we can get this ball back, which we do. Go on, Parsons. Gives it to Maureen. He plays it to Mema. Armelindo Mema. What can Armelindo Mema do here? Gives it to Wilson. Ethan Wilson plays it back to Sumpter. Sumpter plays it over to Skinner. And Skinner makes it 1-1. In the 12th minute. Just going to praise for the equaliser. Go on, Parsons. Gives it to Mema. Plays it to McMaureen. McMaureen over to Wilson. Wilson to Frankenborg. Frankenborg to Hayes. Hayes over to Roman Ismail. And Roman Ismail puts it wide. And it stays 1-1. So we've had all our... I was about to say we had all our shots on target. But we just had one that went wide. So out of all 4 shots, we've had 3 on target. Can we make it 4 out of 5 on target? So McMaureen plays it to Hayes. Hayes plays it into the middle to Ethan Wilson. Ethan Wilson to Roman Ismail. Roman Ismail plays it through to Frankenborg. Frankenborg plays it into the middle. McMaureen. Ooh. So we've had 5 shots and 3 on target. And they've had 1 shot, 1 on target, which led to their goal. But now we're focusing on the action. Hayes. What can Hayes do here? Tom Hayes, the centre-back, plays it to Ethan Wilson. He plays it out wide to Bailey Cotton. He plays it back into the middle to Tom Hayes. Doing a 1-2 with Bailey Cotton. Now Sumpter, the other centre-back, gets involved. Kieran Parsons, all of the defence gets involved. Plays it forward to McMaureen, who plays the ball across to Roman Ismail. And Roman Ismail puts it into the back of the net. Making it 5 on target out of 7 shots. And making it 2-1 on the scoreboard. And I praise that lovely move and fantastic play from Royal Oak. As we've just gone past the half an hour mark. It's almost coming up with 5 minutes left to play almost of the first half. So I'm just going to tell the lads to focus towards the end of this half. So they don't do anything silly and concede like another goal. As our tactics and plans are working very, very well. Mema went for goal, but it's gone out for a corner. So that's 8 shots, 5 on target, and that means 3 off target. Go on, Frankenborg. Unfortunately wasn't able to keep hold of the ball there. Kieran Parsons plays the ball to Armelindo Mema, who plays it to McMaureen but loses out on the ball. But Parsons gets the loose ball there. Gives it to McMaureen, who plays it to Ethan Wilson. Ethan Wilson looks to go for goal, but saved by Cotton. Great save by Owen there. So we've had 9 shots, 6 on target. And the opposition, I think, would be 2 shots, 1 off target. Go on, Bailey Cotton, as he looks to go forward. But he's probably going to have to play a pass, and he plays it to Roman Ismail, who's got tackled. Oh, so they've had 3 shots to on target. So half time, and it's 2-1 to Royal Oak. So we're going to sub everybody who isn't in the green. Main own for Lewis Owens can come on. Ethan Wilson can come on for this guy. Aaron Parsons can come off for Freddie Stanley. Tom Hayes. Simon can come on. There we go. We made all these subs we can make when the player. Yeah. Apart from the players who are 7.0 and above, they're the only players to stay on the pitch on the first half. Sompton with a lovely ball to Mutt Maureen. What can Mutt Maureen do here? He plays the ball to Skinner, and Skinner puts that into Rosette. So we're going to come up to the 70th minute, and we will take off the players who are on the 7.0 and above. Brilliant block. Still got to praise, as we are still 2-1 up. Well cleared. Hopefully we can get this ball back. Brilliant by the keeper there. Not much is really happening in the second half, like it was in the first. But Owens plays it to some player I can't say the name of. Oh, go on, Ismail. Plays it to Skinner. Oh, Skinner plays a good ball. Oh, Maureen over to Owens. Oh, unlucky from Owens. So it is now 3-1 and Oliver Skinner with the goal. So Mema played the ball through to Chum Maureen, who cuts it back to Oliver Skinner, and Oliver Skinner tucks it into the bottom corner. Let's praise. Get to the 70th minute and we'll make some more subs. Go on, Owens. Plays a lovely ball to Maureen. Maureen plays out wide to Mema. Mema loses out on the ball but gains it back seconds later. Let's have a look at that replay. So Mema has the ball here. Plays the ball to Skinner. Skinner plays it through to Aluji. And he slots it past Cotton and makes it 4-1 Royal Oak. So can we defend to keep it at 4-1 before we make these subs? So we can now make our subs. Tom Maureen can be replaced by Newman Gleeson. Roman Ismail, you can be replaced by Jordan Holland. And Billy Moore can replace Oliver Skinner. Luckily they put that shot wide. So Armelindo Mema. I'm going to take Armelindo Mema off. Going to praise the lads. Ooh. Hopefully we can hold out. We should be able to hold out because it's only 4-1. So this is a good way to end pre-season with a victory. We've had a good preparation. And we've had good preparations in the past. Like last season, and we ended up winning the league. So hopefully the same can happen again. Go on, Yoshida. Puts the ball in. Been cleared only as far as Owens. Owens puts the ball back in. Moore hits the post. And the ball has gone out for a corner as it's been cleared. So he's stepping up to take the corner, and it's Seymour, the centre back, steps up to take the corner, whips it in, but it's been cleared only as far as Seymour. Go on, hopefully we can still hold out. Oh, brilliant tackle. So we're at full time and it's 4-1. So I'm delighted with the efforts that everyone has put in pre-season. And now our full focus is going to be the league. So we've got about a whole month to sim until we get to the first game of the season, which is against Flegborough, and then our second game will be against Rockland United, and then yeah, so we've got a whole month of simming, and then we'll play the first 2 games of the season in the next episode. So stay tuned for season 3 episode 3, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode with pre-season and are enjoying this series so far, and I'll catch you guys next time in episode 3. This has been Gamer Drewster. This has been Drewster Gamer SC, and I hope to catch you guys in the next episode. So make sure to like, subscribe and comment what your favourite game has been so far, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Let's try and within a week try and get this episode to 20 likes. That's our aim in a week's time, to get at least 20 likes within this video. So if there's anybody that you know that plays Football Manager that you would like to share this series with, then go ahead and share this series with, because this could inspire them to start their journey down in level 20 of English football to get all the way to the Premier League. And I'm currently going to be starting my level 18 journey within the Central and South Norfolk League Division 2. I was in the Central and South League Division 3 last time, so we just gone up one in the Central and South Norfolk League Division. So hopefully we can get ourselves to level 17 of English football. But for now, we'll be starting our level 18 journey next Monday. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll be back with another video next Tuesday.